From high above Times Square in Midtown Manhattan, this is the third most listened to show in all of America. Hello and welcome to the program. We now have soldiers being used for global warming. A soldier that was hit by an IED received a Purple Heart. They now have footage of him talking about his experience and how it all ties into global warming. And if you don't want this to happen to another soldier, you need to care about global warming. Here it is.
This is footage, by the way, of soldiers going through Baghdad, and they're about to be hit with an IED.
Stay down. That's the type of IED that earned me a Purple Heart in Iraq 6 years ago. This is what our troops are up against today.
It can penetrate 4 inches of armor.
EFPs, specially designed to pierce American military armor. It's a devastating weapon, and it was created in oil-rich Iran. They're ending up in the hands of our enemies. And every time oil goes up $1, Iran gets another $1.5 billion to use against us. The connection between oil and the enemy couldn't be clearer. We need to break that connection by breaking our addiction. And we can by passing a clean energy climate plan. They'll cut our dependence on foreign oil in half. Some in Congress say it's a tough vote. Not as tough as what our troops are up against.
Wow. Now,
is that despicable?
I'm wondering if, first of all, how dare you use our soldiers? Yeah. How many times have we heard that? How dare you use our soldiers? May I ask if they pointed out at any time in this little propaganda film that GE products are found in many of these IEDs? I mean, I'm just wondering if that was, because and you notice how they don't tie Iran directly to these IEDs. They say they're made in IEDs, and then they are found in the hands of our enemies. That's weird. How do they get from the manufacturing plant in Iran magically into the hands of our enemies?
On the back of natural turtles.
On what?
Turtle migration. What happens is they walk by the factories where they're made, and they fall onto the backs of turtles. Turtles carry them across the border, and then our enemies pick them up. Happens.
So this all happens
over and over again.
Accident?
It's I don't know if it's an accident. The turtle is trying to get there, but he doesn't know he's carrying the weapon. That's all.
No, that's not.
It's very sad.
It's really incredible.
I'm not sure that seems a logical explanation to
really?
Me. Yeah, it might just be me. Is it just me?
Because turtles are stationary. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering when somebody from the left will be consistent and say, "How dare you use our troops?"
That is unbelievable. I mean, if you don't vote for my climate bill, troops are going to...
You're killing troops.
It is what
You're supporting Iran, who is killing troops.
That's
it
terrible.
Is unbelievable.
No, Iran has nothing to do with that.
Well, that's true, except for the manufacture of the...
Yeah,
and then the backs of the turtles.
Right. They magically fall into the hands of our enemies.
It's not magic, it's turtle migration.
Should we be killing turtles before they migrate with the IEDs on their back?
No, we should not. We should be saving turtles. Those turtles are probably migrating because of global warming.
Exactly.
So the only way to do this is to stop driving our SUV. Is that about right?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Now, there might be another way to do this, and that would be to fight the war with everything you have, win, and then come home. Mm-hmm. That's one option.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Option number 2, drill for oil in your own territory.
Could that cut down on our dependence on foreign oil?
Yes.
Really? How?
Yeah.
How?
By eliminating it.
Well, wait.
By eliminating it?
No, but if we...
By eliminating it.
Where would we...
from our own territory and soil and water and offshore.
So you're saying don't get it from them, get it from us?
Yes.
How would that work? There's no turtles
I don't
coming.
even understand. Yeah, where did the...
Yeah, there's no migrating turtles that are going to carry oil
now,
here.
What about nukes?
Hang on just a second. Hang on. May
Nuclear
I?
power.
May I?
You may.
Let's look at this. Let's just look at this logically.
Mm-hmm.
Step one. You want to stop soldiers from being killed.
Mm-hmm.
You fight it as fast as you can. You win it. You come home.
Mm-hmm.
Reasonable?
Seems like it to me, but...
Option number two. You want to reduce your dependence on foreign oil. You drill and pump the oil that you have out of your ground, out of your offshore areas.
Shale.
In Alaska, you take it from shale.
Mm-hmm.
You use your own oil to reduce your dependence on foreign oil.
Well,
Logic. Hang on.
But
hang on.
I'm wondering about China.
Please. Logical?
No, because...
No, don't. Yes or no. It's either logical or not.
He won't even look at you as he's asking that question.
Because I know.
He's not playing my game.
And the third option is put a carbon tax on fuel to make fuel cost more money.
Yep.
And that carbon tax money goes to some other thing.
Well, mainly it would be redistributed to other companies who have cleaner energy profiles.
Right. One of those doesn't sound like the best, most effective way to help soldiers.
It seemed to me that the carbon tax was the one that was really going to help soldiers, because there will be, if you take money from regular people, soldiers in the field will
you guys
be able
are not
to,
helpful.
In all seriousness, I mean, how bad is that? It's such a ridiculous stretch, and in a million years, there would never be someone on the right who would say that and get away with it.
No.
I mean, it's terrible.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if you said this? If we did an ad campaign, and we should have, if we did an ad campaign that said, these are the soldiers that lost their limbs. These are the soldiers that received Purple Hearts. These are the soldiers that had to have skin grafts from burns. They're in a government-run hospital. Some of them receive great care. Why? Because there are heroes. But others who have served in other wars or didn't have these kinds of injuries receive despicable care in hospitals that have rats running through them. Why? Because it's veteran care. It's government-run health care. If you don't believe in treating our veterans the way many of our veterans are treated in government-run medical systems, vote against Barack Obama's health care initiative. Can you imagine what the left would have said?
And it's not the equivalent. There's too many disclaimers in that. I mean, you're talking about people who give great care. I mean, that would be like saying oil is great and it helps a lot of people, but they don't say that. There's none of that disclaimer in there. It's essentially if you want everyone to die, then vote for Barack Obama's health care plan. I mean, you got to have a little bit more nuance than that, don't you?
It's incredible. And yet the media, but we already know. By the way, I just looked up at the video monitors. Say a prayer for Michelle Obama. She's going to Mexico.